No. Bobby Simona vibes.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's take it on to the other horse in the title race, since we made mention of Man United and Arsenal. That is the game of the weekend. Man United hosting Arsenal at the Theatre of Dreams. Well, I don't know if it's so dreams anymore. But let me build up for the guy before I move on to Matthew to give his perspective on the Arsenal Man United game. Me personally about this game, I'm really scarred about it because I grew up in the time where Arsenal and Man United were going head to head, and Man United used to make it very difficult for Arsenal. For me, as an Arsenal fan, that is my biggest rival for as an Arsenal fan. And I tell you one thing, the thing that sits to my head the most, it sits on my head the most, and it's been even yesterday when I was busy doing the dishes, my heart was racing just thinking about that time, which I take back to the game where Arsenal lost against Man United 8-2 at Old Trafford. I'm not sure if you guys can remember that game. And it was a terrible hiding. I remember going to school the next day, and it was the most difficult Monday of my life at that time because I was like, oh, you know how frustrated it is. But I remember very correctly that at the time Arsenal took that beating because Arsenal was in the position of transitioning and getting the players into that squad, because that was when they let go of so many of the star oaks. And it was not an excuse. It just means that Arsenal was in a bit of a shambles, just like the way Man United is. And why I'm bringing this up is because the Man United is in the same position Arsenal was at that time. So almost like for like, similar scenarios, just two different clubs, same stadium, just the clubs are in different stages. Man United is in a very much of a transition and stuck in the mud. And it was a time for Arsenal to go and get 8 goals against Man United. I think now is the time. Man United is at a fucking. They got 6 feet into the ground right now, and Arsenal can go there and get 8 goals. And I think they should go and do that just to get that kind of revenge. But like, remember that 8-2 score? We're gonna do it again, but it's not gonna be Man United. It's gonna be Arsenal that's gonna score.
Yeah.
Now, and it's not gonna be 8-2. It's gonna be 8-0, bro. How do you feel about
it? No, Rod, you sound scored from that.
I was, bro. I am scored.
Nah, look, I tell you, every Arsenal fan, that's a terrible scoreline to remember. I mean, come on now. It was just, you're fucking, it was like you said, we scored from it, bro. But look, yes. I actually agree with what Ross is saying. If there was a time to smash United to pieces, it's this time. You know, I was actually thinking about this other. I was thinking, you know what, we are either going to smash Man United. I think we can go to smash Manchester United. Yeah. It's going to be a very, very, very cagey game. Because, you know, United, the thing with him is, you don't know what to expect from him. You know what I mean? They'll go, they'll put in a performance, and then they will come against I would say a big 6 team at Old Trafford and just blow them out of the water. Look what they did to Liverpool. You know, Liverpool were on a quadruple race, and people could arguably say that their season was in a downward spiral after the Old Trafford game.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Literally. But I think, look, Ross, like I said, I think we do have the chance to absolutely back the Manchester United. I think it can happen. And look, the chances of it happening is very high. But look, the most important thing is 3 points. In all honesty, I don't really care about how we beat them. It's not about like, okay, 5-0, this and that. We can go out there and do that if we want. I'd love it. I'd absolutely love smashing United to pieces. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a game that we can talk about for years to come, because that Chelsea result, Arsenal fans will be singing about it for years to come. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it was kind of like a revenge for the Wenger 1000 game as well. You know what I mean? But like I say, I think what will happen is we'll get 3 points. But honestly, to me, I don't care how it happens, but we'll get 3 points. And I think we'll win. It will be a good scoreline, in my opinion. I think we'll smash them. Yeah,
I got the feeling that's going to be the one. What do you think, Babu?
Yeah, I agree with the boys. I think I agree with Matt. It should be a smashing, especially like after what Crystal Palace did, and then United's injury list is beyond long.
Yeah, it's shocking.
I don't think they even have a centre back that's fit or available.
No.
And with the front three that you guys have, I think like you should definitely run rampant. 4 or 5 should be like
a good score.
The ball.
Yeah. No, especially when City is starting to rack up goals as well. Look, they're not really closing down the goal difference that much, but I mean they are racking up goals. and Arsenal's been getting the 2s and the 3s here. But I think this is the chance now to go out there and put a statement, not just for the league, but to show United fans also. Remember how you went at Arsenal when they were losing that game 8-2, and the Arsenal's in the ruck and they don't know what they're doing, all the shit that was going on. Now is the time for Arsenal fans to get that bragging rights back and say, listen, you guys are in shit. You guys are in shit. And that's what I'm saying to the United fans, beware. That could potentially turn out very, very dark for them this Sunday. Very, very, very dark. But let's move
Also,
on.
I think if Arsenal comes out like 5-0 winners, then United should look for a new manager. Because he's already under the pressure with a 4-0 loss.
Yeah,
but
that's
the thing
how
is, I think the only thing saving Ten Hag's job at the moment is the FA Cup final. Like, in my opinion, if he wasn't in that FA Cup final, he's probably sacked. He'll get sacked at half time at Crystal Palace, bro. You know what I mean? It's peak, bro. And I tell you what, it's gonna be a long day for him on Sunday, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're not gonna win that FA Cup, and if they do, big up to them, but yo, dude, I know I've been saying give the man a chance, but yo, he's got them playing terrible football. And yes, I would say there's a big injury list. We get that. Mason Mount is playing with fucking Kobe Maidu. He got centre back, Casemiro, playing centre back. It's staying in a complete shambles, just like Arsenal were back then. I keep bringing it back, just like Arsenal was back then. This is the time, guys. This is the time. Matthew, I just want to, before I move on, I'm going to take it to Chelsea next. You know, they were going on about the Arsenal's biggest win, the 5-0 against Chelsea, this thing. Do you remember the time when Arsenal beat Chelsea 5-3 at the Stamford Bridge when Percy scored a hat-trick? Yeah, that was a massive game. Yeah?
I remember that game.
Yes, that was also a massive performance. People don't want to talk about it. That was at Stamford Bridge, bro, and Percy tore them apart that day. But anyway,
that was 5 goals at their stadium as well.
At their stadium,
they were like at the peak of their powers, basically, bruh.
Yes, I remember that very vividly. It was a massive goal by Percy. That's to the top corner. Anyway.